Okay, welcome back to our series C++ programming question and answer series. Today I'm going to solve this question, which asks that use 3 functions to perform the following tasks. Accept 2 integers from user. A function capture should do this using its local variable fnum and snum. Local variable means this variable fnum and snum must be declared within function capture. Okay, modify the contents of by multiplying the original values by 10. The function modified should modify the values of fnum and snum as stated above. Display the new value to the users. The function display should print to the users the new values of fnum and snum variables. Okay, let me get started. Okay, hash include iostream using namespace std int main return 0. Okay, we are required to use 3 functions, which is capture function, modify function, and display function. Start with capture function because it used to get value from the user. So just type int capture, then function name capture. Is it okay? Declare local variable, so fnum, then snum, or you can declare within the same line like this, snum. Then it requires to allow users to input the value. So cout enter the fnum, then cin fnum like this, and cout enter the snum, snum. Okay, up to this the users can enter the fnum value and snum value. Okay, in order to modify these 2 variables, this value must be accessed to the second function, which is modify function. So type modify open curly brackets. Then just remember that this fnum and snum, it is a local variable, so it does not be accessed by the modify function because it is local variable. So in order to be accessed to the modify function, we must create the local variable. So through this create the global variable. So through this global variable we can access these two values. So just to write int, we declare an array of two values like this. Okay, after input these two values, I'm assigning these two values to our global variable. So array of 0 equal to if now, then array of 1 equal to s now. Okay, we are required to modify these two values. So what can we do? We modify by multiply by 10. So just write, declare a variable called fnum, then assign array of 0 times 10. So we get the value stored to the global variable at index 0, then multiply by 10. Remember that the value stored at index 0 is the value of fnum, so we multiply fnum by 10. Okay, then snum equal to array of 1 times 10, right? Okay, after modify this value, we are required to display those values by using display function. So write int a display, then okay, after modify this value, we must update our array. We update by assigning array of 0 equal to fnum, then array of 1 equal to snum. Okay, we want to display our value. Just declare our value, then int fnum, we assign the first value from our array, which is array 0, then snum, we assign the value from array of index 1. Clear. This is just output. See out our value. So the value of fnum is fnum then cout of snum is snum, then end line. Okay, so this is the value after multiply by 10. So after multiply by 10, the value fnum and snum will be then end line, again double end line. Okay, remember that in order a function to be executed, it must be called to the main function. So now I'm going to call my function display. Okay, so once you run your program, first a function will be executed is a main function, but after executing a main functions, it calls a display function. So within the display function, I'm calling the modify a function like this, and within the modify function, I'm calling the capture function. Up to now, our question will be ended like this. Run your program, compile. Know that modify, save. Okay, sorry, some error. That okay. That okay. Run your program. After running it, as it tells us to enter the fnum value, just put in 45, then snum value 32. Oh, as you can see, the value of fnum and snum after multiplying by 10 will change like that. Thank you. Welcome back to the next tutorial.